Celebrate with savory vegan style. Join the vegan mashup for a new roundup of elegant appetizers and irresistible finger foods that are ready to party. Terry Hope Romero folds up light and crispy Mediterranean spinach cheesy phyllo triangles. Toni Fiore creates luscious cashew mascarpone with smoked sun-dried tomato pesto. And guest chef and chocolatier Fran Costigan rolls exquisite dairy-free chocolate truffles. Miyoko Schinner serves up creamy pea and mint bruschetta.
Welcome to the Vegan Mashup. And today we're making party foods, little finger foods, things you can celebrate with. And what I'm going to be making today are little spinach pies that are super easy and have a cheesy, delicious, spinachy filling made with cashews. So let's get started. Instead of the traditional feta in spanakopita, or spinach pies if you just want to call them that, I'm going to be making a cheese out of these guys, out of cashews. I soak the cashews in hot water for about 30 minutes, and then I pureed it with 2 tablespoons of garlic, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a tablespoon of white miso, and a little bit of oregano. And here we are. Smooth, creamy, cheesy. It's going to taste great with the spinach. I want to party stress-free, and one of the most stressful things I can think about is chopping fresh spinach. Okay, maybe not the most stressful thing, but for this party, I got frozen spinach, and one of the secrets to making a really good spinach pie is after you thaw that spinach, you really have to squeeze out as much water as possible. If there's a lot of water in there, your poor little spinach pies are gonna get a little soggy. So just like squeeze out the water. It's a workout. So here's my thawed spinach. I'm going to add some chopped scallions, about 2 scallions. They were really big scallions. And some fresh dill. This really makes all the difference in the pie. Don't use dry dill. So this is about half a cup of fresh dill. Pinch of salt. And I'm just going to toss it in here. Smells great. I love fresh dill. All right. So we have our dilly spinach, our cashew cheese. One more thing remains, the phyllo dough. Now the one challenging thing about phyllo you have to keep in mind is that it dries out in moments. And when the dough gets very dry, it gets very difficult to work with. So what I recommend is first get a big space to work with. I'm gonna be taking a sheet and moving it over here. It's gonna be a fast process, kind of like a little factory, and it's a lot of fun, but you just want the room. The second thing you should keep in mind is that you want to make a little sandwich when working with phyllo dough. So I have these 2 kitchen towels here that are a little bit damp. In between them I have the phyllo, and just to keep the phyllo also from getting too wet, because if it gets wet it'll stick together and it'll make you crazy, you want to put a sheet of plastic wrap. But I swear, once you have this setup going, making things with phyllo is fun. I'm going to show you how much fun I'm going to have right now. So I'm just rolling away my protective layers on top, and I'm gonna grab carefully 1 sheet of phyllo. Phyllo comes in all these different thicknesses, and this is the most common one you'll see. You can find organic ones too. They even make whole wheat phyllo if everything in your life must be whole wheat. But in this case, because it's a party, I just went for the regular one. So now that I have the phyllo out, I'm gonna work as fast as I can, lightly brushing a little bit of olive oil on here. All right. Olive oil has the most flavor. It's my favorite thing for using. And it's spanakopita, it's Greek food. You gotta use olive oil. Not too much, just enough. I didn't brush it on there because it could rip the phyllo and you wanna be careful. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut this into thirds. Try to use the sharpest knife you have in the house and just carefully go down here. And it's okay if it's not perfect thirds. It'll all kind of look the same once you fold it up and bake it. So this is the crafty part. I'm going to first create a base for the bottom of our triangles by folding each one to form a triangle. Folding each side. You see this kind of broke off? No big deal. Once you fold it, it's all the same. Now I'm going to put our filling on. About a teaspoon each of our cashew cheese. Lobbing that in the middle. And now for the spinach, I'm going to grab about maybe a tablespoon of our spinachy dill. Stick that right on top. You could, if you were really excited, mash the cheese and the spinach together, or you could just layer it. Either way, it works. I'm just folding each triangle up so the the corner touches the side. I believe it's called a flag fold. I'm gonna dab a little more olive oil. The olive oil will help make the phyllo flaky when it bakes up. And that's one of the best parts about phyllo, is how flaky it gets. So again, I'm folding the corner to the edge. I'm doing all three like this, but you could just go crazy and fold up. Now you'll see I have this little edge that's not quite even. Just to make it pretty, I'm gonna pull this in and make it into a square. So when I fold it and finish, voila, I have a perfect, beautiful triangle. And I'm just gonna keep making lots and lots of these because it's really hard just to eat one. Folding, folding. Okay, here we are. All I'm gonna do is just brush the top with a little more olive oil, or a lot more olive oil. It's all up to you. And some sesame seeds, because it's cute. All right, I'm gonna put a couple more together, or a lot more together, and then I'm gonna bake these at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes until they get golden and puffy. Piping hot right out of the oven. I used a little bit of parchment paper. With parchment paper, it makes baking really, really easy. No need to put any oil. You just put them directly on the paper and bake them up light and crunchy. And just in case you're wondering, can I freeze these? You can just freeze these before you bake them, wrap them up tight, and next time someone comes over and demands a snack from you, just bake them and give them delicious snacks. Thanks for hanging out with me and making little spinach pies. Hope you try them too.